Again, the 1984 Detroit Tigers and the 1929 Philadelphia Athletics. And then there were 32. Welcome into Monday Night Baseball on the At the Park Development's main channel. It is Monday Night Baseball and round two, the Carlton 32 between the Philadelphia Athletics of 1929 and the Detroit Tigers of 1984. It's game one of a best of seven series, and tonight's game being played at Shibe Park. Shibe Park, ballpark that will be playing host to this game one opener between the Athletics and the Tigers. Going to be a good one, folks, as we get you ready here for Monday Night Baseball. Philadelphia A's are in the second round after knocking out the 1990 Cincinnati Reds. So the fourth-seeded Athletics move on here to the Carlton 32. They are joined by the 1984 Detroit Tigers, who swept their first-round opponent, the 1960 Pittsburgh Pirates. We're at Shibe Park for this one as we take you down for our first pitch here tonight. A sellout crowd in Philadelphia. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Alan Trammell at the plate. Trammell against lefty Grove as he oops a base hit to center field. So Alan Trammell, the Detroit Tigers star shortstop, leads off with a base hit. And that's how this game will start. And change one thing here very quickly. Change our pitch camera. What do you say? What do you say? Let's go with Center Field TV Classic. Fatigues are in place. So everything is as if there were we just take the hands off the wheel. So if you're wondering, Dukeston is wondering if we reset everything, it's how the tournament goes. So there were a few days rest between the teams, but we did not reset the fatigue at all. But what we see right now is the aces for each team going head to head. So Alan Trammell leading off the ball game for the Detroit Tigers with a base hit. Trammell, 19 steals, caught stealing 13 times in 1984. Coming off a career-high 30 steals the year before. Trammell is on for the other member of that Keystone combination, Lou Whitaker. You can't mention one without the other. Lefty Grove will pitch from the stretch up against Lou Whitaker. Here's your 1-0. Whitaker smacks this to first. The play will be to second. Throw to first is not in time. So Lou Whitaker able to leg that one out. The fielder's choice as Sweet Lou is on first. Chet Lemon now at the plate as lefty Grove toes the rubber. Robert Moses Grove getting the game one start here today. 6-time All-Star, 2-time Triple Crown winner on the mound. Your 1-1 pitch, grounded to second. This could be 2. They'll get the lead runner at second, but they will not get the turn. So hard slide as Whitaker takes out Jimmy Dykes, the shortstop. Fielder's choice, Lemon is on. And here comes Kirk Gibson. Gibson, a strong series in that 4-game sweep. Gibson with a home run, 5 RBI in the tournament so far. And in that 1984 season, 282 average, 10 triples and 27 home runs. Up against lefty Grove. 1-2 pitch, Gibson swing and a miss for strike 3. Grove gets Gibson swinging, and that will end the top of the first. We go to the bottom of 1 at Shibe. Floyd is saying Tigers win by 10. You've seen this episode. Folks, welcome back to Shibe Park. Let's get you the dimensions out here in 1929. Down the line and left, 334 feet. Straightaway center field, 468 feet. And down the line and right, it's 331. Jack Morris, the unenviable task of taking on these 1929 Philadelphia A's, though Morris has been up to task so far in this tournament. Went the distance in a victory for the Tigers in Game 1. They didn't need him a second time because Detroit got a sweep. But Jack Morris going a full 9 innings, striking out 2, giving up just 1 run in that 2-1 victory against the 1960 Pittsburgh Pirates. Morris will face a veritable murderer's row. Now, of course, the Athletics had a little bit of a rivalry with the New York Yankees in the late 1920s and early 1930s. And that Yankee lineup, second to none. Though you could argue this 1929 Athletic lineup was at least up to task. 3 future Hall of Famers in this batting order. Mickey Cochrane, Jimmy Fox, and Al Simmons, 3, 4, 5 in the order. But it's Bing Miller who will lead off for the A's here in the bottom of the first. 2-1 pitch on the way. And there's a ground ball to the right side. Lou Whitaker. It's the play, out number 1. Jimmy Dykes, a 2-time All-Star in 1933 and 1934 at the plate. Dykes works the count to 3-0. He'll take it low for ball 4. So the Philadelphia native playing in his hometown, able to draw a 1-out walk. Dykes on first. He did have 8 steals during this 1929 season. And here comes Mickey Cochrane, better known, well, at least in the Cochrane family, as Gordon Stanley Cochrane, a 5-sport standout at Boston University. He was actually a better football player than he was a baseball player. But back in the 1920s, baseball was the sport of choice. Mickey Cochrane signing with the Portland Beavers of the Pacific Coast League to start his baseball career. Cochrane on a 1-0. Pitch gets through the catcher. Parrish will dive after it. Dykes to second on a wild pitch. Our first replay of the game. Parrish went right through his legs. It went in the dirt. Official ruling, wild pitch, charged to Jack Morris. Dykes now in scoring position for Mickey Cochrane. Cochrane, the American League MVP, twice in 1928 and again in 1934. He smacks this to center field. Underneath it, catch made by Lemon. Runner will tag and hold. 2 down. And that brings up Jimmy Fox. Jimmy, just 21 years young in 1929. He would eventually become a 9-time All-Star, a 4-time home run champion, and a 3-time American League MVP. Jimmy Fox. 1-1 pitch to him, and he'll bloop a single to center field. See if they'll send the runner. They will. Dykes comes in to score. Fox to second on the throw, and the A's are on top, 1-0. So a young Jimmy Fox delivering the game's first run comes on an RBI single up the middle into center. Dykes sliding head first into home, 1-0 Philly. So this squad that won 104 games in 1929 takes a 1-0 lead against these 1984 Tigers. Fox in scoring position now for Al Simmons, another future Hall of Famer. Simmons on a 1-1. Grounds this to second. Slow roller fielded by Lou Whitaker. Side is retired, but the A's strand a runner and score a run. At the end of one, it's Philadelphia 1, Detroit nothing in the Carlton 32. All right, so that is how inning number 1 comes to an end. We're now in the second inning, and Lefty Grove on for inning number 2. Grove, American League leader in wins 4 times in his career, and the strikeout leader 7 straight years, starting with his rookie year in 1925 at the age of 25. He wound up winning an even 300 games in his career. But as we mentioned, that career starting relatively late in 1925 at the age of 25. Lefty Grove. Pitch against Lance Parrish. Parrish, a monster opening round, had 2 home runs in that sweep. Flies this to center. Can of corn, easy catch made by Miller. Big Miller makes the catch for out number 1. Darrell Evans struggling a little bit out of the gates. Finally got his first hit. A double, his only hit so far of the tournament. Evans hitting just .062. Sounds like a bingo card. Against lefty. Grove's pitch is flown to left for out number 2. Quickly 2 up, 2 down, and Rupert Jones will make his first plate appearance of the Carlton 32. Rupert with a .284 average in the 1984 season after coming over from the San Diego Padres. Hit .357 for the Tigers in their round 1 sweep. 3-1. Here's the pitch from Grove. And he pops this one up in the foul territory. Nice play made by Cochran for out number 3. Tigers go quietly. We head to the bottom of the second. Max Bishop will bat as we begin the bottom of the second. Nickname Camera Eye, Max Bishop, also known as Tilly. Got that Tilly nickname by his teammates for holding his arms stiff at his sides when he ran. More on the Camera Eye nickname in a moment. 2-2 pitch. Flies this to left. This one's got a little bit of carry, and this one will go off the very top of the wall. Max Bishop going oppo just inside the park. But Max Bishop will get a leadoff double. Max Bishop giving that one a ride off of Jack Morris into the short porch, and that one just barely stays in the park. Sliding double for Max Bishop. So Bishop on second. Sammy Hale now steps up to the plate from Glen Rose, Texas. Sammy Hale trying to add on to this 1-0 advantage. 1-1, he'll square to bunt. Will not be able to get that to ball there. 2-strike count. Have to think that now the bunt will be out of the equation from the skipper, Connie Mack. No ground this to second. That will move the runner. Whitaker's throw to first is in time. Hale able to move the runner. Bishop to third. And Homer Suma now steps up to the plate. 1 on, 1 out. 3-2 pitch taken for a called strike 3. Jack Morris registers the strikeout. Got him on the slider. One more look at Jack Morris.
Strike 3.
Suma goes down on strikes. And the DH rule not in effect. We will get the pitcher, Lefty Grove. Grove, one hit, and actually got an RBI in their series victory. The Philadelphia A's knocking out the 1990 Cincinnati Reds. Grove with one on and two out. Grove with a pop-up on the curtain, and this one is caught for out number 3. Runner stranded on third after 2. It's Philadelphia 1 and Detroit nothing. Hydration. Lefty Grove on for inning number 3. Now, legend has it that Lefty Grove's brothers and father were all coal miners. Lefty worked in the mines for a couple of weeks and then told his dad, "I didn't put that coal in there. I hope I don't have to take any more out." And that was the end of Lefty Grove's coal mining career. I think the baseball choice worked out for pretty darn well. Up against Tom Brookins as we start the third. Brookins on a 1-1 pitch from Lefty as he smacks this to right field, and it will be caught. Zuma makes the catch for out number 1. Want to thank our crew for these awesome replays we're able to bring you today. Despite the black and white broadcast, we still have some next-gen super stat statistics for you. 100 miles an hour on the exit velocity. The one down, and here is Jack Morris. What a treat. We get to see Jack Morris at the plate, only in out of the park 25. Slow roller to the third baseman. Hale makes the throw across the diamond. Morris is retired. Back to the top of the 84 Tiger lineup we go. Alan Trammell with a base hit, his first plate appearance. 3-1. Here's your pitch from Lefty to Trammell. Trammell green light, and that will be a base hit. Shortstop made a valiant attempt. Trammell will get a base knock. Jimmy Dykes unable to get to it. Dykes, a fantastic defensive infielder. Dykes unable to get to that one. Led the American League in assists for one season at second base, and then did it twice as a third baseman. In fact, in 1927, Jimmy Dykes playing every position in one game in the field except for 2, catcher and left field, even making an appearance as a relief pitcher in that game. That's Jimmy Dykes holding down shortstop here tonight. Lou Whitaker at the plate with Alan Trammell at the plate. First pitch. He skies this one deep to left center field. That one has left the building. Lou Whitaker has given the Tigers the lead in the third inning on a 2-run blast that went all the way out of the park. Well, you can hear the boos, or perhaps they're saying Lou. Lou Whitaker leaving no doubt about it. 446 feet out of the park. A 2-run blast gives the 84 Tigers the 2-1 lead. Lefty Grove left one over the plate. Whitaker jumping on that lifeless fastball. But the Tigers have the early lead, 2-1. Now Chet Lemon at the plate. Lemon hits this one to left field. This one will stay in the yard. We're out. Number 3. Damage is done, though. Lou Whitaker has the Detroit Tigers on the board. We head to the bottom of the third in Philly. Tigers on top, 2-1. We did get a ball go far in our Game 7 walk-off. If you watch the 1998 New York Yankees. Bernie Williams with an 11th inning walk-off home run. We did get a ball go far in there. We start the bottom of the third, and Bing Miller at the plate made his major league debut almost to the day, April 16th, 1921, almost exactly 103 years ago with the Washington Senators. Bing Miller at the plate for these Philadelphia Athletics. First pitch from Morris. Blown into the gap in right center field. This one will be cut off by the right fielder. Wide turn for Bing. Miller will settle for a single. Classic example of just taking what the pitcher offers you, dumping that out into right field. It's a leadoff single for Bing. Bing with a little ping. We're in the top of the fourth here at Shibe Park, and we got a good one. It's the 1984 Tigers leading on the road in Game 1 of the round of 32 against the home team, the Philadelphia Athletics of 1929. Kirk Gibson will lead off against lefty Grove. Grove pitching from the windup. Gibson flying this one to right field. Old Suma will make the catch. So Homer Suma makes the play out and right. Here comes the all-star catcher, big wheel himself, Lance Parrish. Parrish in this 1984 season clubbing 33 home runs, 98 RBI to go with it. And has had himself a tournament, folks. He's hit safely in each of the first 4 games. Had 3 hits in Game 1 against the 1960 Pittsburgh Pirates. 2-1 victory there. Had a home run, a solo home run in a 5-3 victory in Game 2. And then a 2-run home run in Game 3, also a 5-4 victory. And then had a base hit, a run, and an RBI in the Game 4 sweep of the 1960 Pittsburgh Pirates. Still looking for that first hit, though, here tonight. Lefty Grove, 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Big Wheel will keep on turning right into the dugout. Lefty Grove gets the K. So Lefty gets him on the forkball. Nasty pitch. Nod of respect there from Parrish to Grove. Grove registers his second strikeout of the night, his 9th of this postseason. Darrell Evans still looking for a base hit. He's just 1 for 17 in the tourney so far. 2-0 to him. He flies this to left. A long run, but Al Simmons makes the catch, and that will end the fourth for the Tigers. We go to the bottom of the fourth. That's Shibe. Look at EVC and NYC, too. Our marketing coordinator for At the Park unofficially, our fellow affiliates. Thank you, EVC. 6, 7, 8 in the athletic order. Philadelphia Athletics led by their skipper, Connie Mack. The A's that year in 1929 doing the unthinkable, dethroning the New York Yankees, the vaunted Yankees, Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig. Philadelphia in this year, 1929, beating the Yankees to win the AL pennant by 15 games. In fact, it was the first of 3 straight pennants for these Athletics. Max Bishop will lead off for these world champion A's. We're in the fourth. 1-2 pitch. Bishop goes down on strikes. Jack Morris gets the K. Got him on a forkball. We love to get some replays. Who's loving this black and white broadcast? So Morris gets the K. 84-mile-an-hour forkball. Bishop goes down on strikes. Second K on the young evening for Jack. That brings up Sammy Hale. Sammy, who started his youth as a young man in Texas, worked stringing telephone wire and picking cotton. That was how Sammy Hale was introduced to the workforce. I think he's finding life as a Major League Baseball player a little more to his eye. 0-1 to Hale. Hale pops this one up. Foul territory. First baseman Evans will make the catch. Quickly, there are two down, and Homer Suma is at the plate. Here's your 2-0. Suma swings. Fly ball left field. This will be a tough play on the run. And making the catch is Jones. Rupert Jones makes the catch for out number 3. Top of 5, bottom of the Tiger order. Rupert Jones, Tom Brookins, and Jack Morris scheduled hitters against Lefty Grove. Grove, 300 wins in his major league career. And even 300 victories against 141 losses. That .680 winning percentage, the highest of all 300-game winners in Major League Baseball history. Didn't get started until he was 25. 2-1 to Jones. Jones grounds this to first. And the throw from Fox to Grove is in time. Grove steps on the bag, 1 down. Tom Brookins now at the plate for a second time. Brookins, first pitch, swinging. Fly ball, left field. This has got a little bit of carry. It's just shy of the warning track. Simmons makes the catch for out number 2. Gotta watch out for that porch. Here's a 1-2 now from Grove to Jack Morris. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He goes down on strikes. Grove gets his third K as we keep it deadlocked 2-1. Lefty Grove will bat. We start the bottom of the 5th. Jack Morris dealing. There's a fly ball to center field. Boy, your heart just skips a beat every time there's a fly ball to center, because if it goes over the center fielder's head, watch out. 468 to straightaway center field. That is the distance. Back to the top of the order we go. And Bing Miller. Miller in the 1929 season with a .331 batting average. .331 that year. Also a career-high .380 on-base percentage that year. In fact, along with that .331 average, Bing pretty much par for the course in this A's order. One of 6 Philadelphia A's in the year 1929 to hit .310 or better. First pitch to Bing. And he flies this to right. This one will stay in the yard. Miller is retired. Kirk Gibson makes the catch for out number 2. This is Shibe Park. Beautiful setting here in Philadelphia. 61 degrees, clear skies. There is a gentle breeze blowing left to right here this evening. Brings up Jimmy Dykes. Dykes works the count full. 3-2. He flies this to center. Easy play as Lemon makes the grab on the run. We are through 5 at Shibe. Detroit still on top, 2-1. $559 of you still on hand, despite the technical difficulties. Lost the connection. It sounds like it might have been across Twitch. I'm not sure. We're doing a broadcast in black and white. How am I supposed to know how Twitch works? Top of the order for the Tigers as we begin the 6th inning. 2-1. Detroit with a 1-run lead in a best-of-7 series. This is game 1. Alan Trammell, 2 hits and 2 at-bats thus far against Lefty Grove. And he cues this right back up the middle. Hit number 3 for Alan Trammell to start off the 6th. Alan Trammell drilling that right back up the middle. That had some heat on it. Trammell with a leadoff single. And here comes Lou Whitaker, his counterpart. What a 1-2 punch between these two, not only in the batting order, but up the middle. Trammell, the shortstop, Whitaker, the second baseman. 0-2 to Lou. Whitaker goes the other way, and that will fall for a base hit. Whitaker with another knock. And Trammell to third. Some aggressive base running there as Alan Trammell picks up the extra base. Another look on your replay. Trammell had a full head of steam the entire way. He rounded second hard. And the left fielder taking quite some time to come up throwing. Simmons throw not in time. Whitaker pushing his teammate Trammell to third. Corners will play a little bit in here. Sammy Hale hugging the grass at third. Jimmy Fox holding Lou Whitaker at first. And the number 3 hitter, Chet Lemon, at the plate. Lefty Grove from the stretch. Lemon pops this one up. First baseman Fox calling off. Now it's going to be Cochran who will make the catch. Out number 1. Big out there. Now bringing up Kirk Gibson. First pitch to Gibby. It gets through Cochran, and a run's going to come in to score. Pass ball. Official ruling on Mickey Cochran. And the pitch goes right through Cochran. It allows a run to score. Trammell comes easily in from third to make it 3-1. Boy, I tell you, that if only there was support for the Detroit Tigers in the Out of the Park affiliate and streamer community. Whitaker to second on that pass ball that's charged to Cochran. It's a 3-1 game now. Kirk Gibson remains at the plate. It's a 2-strike count to him. Gibson does get contact. That's a base hit. And they will send the runner in. Whitaker comes in to score as the throw got past the catcher. A rough day for Cochran. Miller will be charged with the error. Gibson will get the single. And it is now 4-1 Detroit. One more look. Gibson, base hit, center field. Whitaker, rounding third, coming in to score on a bad throw. 4-1. Tigers are in control. So Bing Miller will be charged with the error. Gibson on to second on the throw to home. Lance Parrish now digs in. 2-2 offering. Parrish grounds this to third. They'll hold the runner. They check him real quick. Then Hale's throw to first is in time. Big out there. There's 2 down. Darrell Evans now at the plate. Still struggling right now. Just 1 base hit in 18 at-bats. Darrell Evans, ground ball up the middle to the second baseman. That will retire the side. 2 runs come in on 3 hits and an error. 1 runner left on. Tigers on top in Philly. It's 4-1 in game 1 of the Carlton 32. Part of the athletic order as we're in the bottom of the 6th. 3, 4, 5. Cochran, Fox, and Simmons. 3, future Hall of Famers. Jack Morris will have to stare down here. He is staked to that 3-run lead. Jack Morris from the windup against Mickey Cochran. Cochran flies this to shallow left field. Jogging over and making the catch is Jones. So Rupert Jones makes the catch. 1 down. And here comes Jimmy Fox now at the plate. And this is a lengthy resume, to say the least. Long before LinkedIn, this is the resume you got to have on your roster. 33 home runs in 1929. The first of many 30-plus home run seasons. In fact, a young Jimmy Fox that year, that 30 home run season, that 30-plus, the first of 12 straight seasons with 30 or more home runs. That, at the time, a major league record. And then look at this. 100 or more RBI in 13 straight seasons. Not much better than Jimmy Fox. Fox with nobody on and 1 out, up against Jack Morris. Fly ball deep right field. That one is not coming back. Jimmy Fox with an oppo taco. It goes out of the yard, and the Tigers' lead is now cut down to 2. Jimmy Fox delivering for the Philadelphia A's. Fox with that home run power out to right field. That short porch certainly helping. 357 feet over the fence in right. Jimmy Fox, a solo home run. It's his 4th of the 64 to make it a 2-run ball game. And a warm welcome to our Raiders coming in, PBE Sim, one of the many fantastic affiliate streamers. Thank you, PBE Sim, for making Monday night part of your night. Thanks for coming in. So that Jimmy Fox solo home run makes it a 2-run game. That brings up Al Simmons. Al, in 1929, another fantastic season. 365 average, 34 home runs, 157 RBI, 212 base hits for Al Simmons in 1929. But I want to take you back to 1925. That year, Al Simmons, even better, 387 average, 24 home runs, 253 base hits. Led the American League in hits and total bases that year with 392, and also setting a major league record with 85 multi-hit games in 1925. Your 1-2 from Jack Morris to Al Simmons. Simmons, good wood through the right side. It's a base knock. Al Simmons with a 1-out single. Simmons is aboard for Max Bishop. Bishop has a couple of nicknames. He's called Tilly by his teammates. Others regard Max Bishop as Camera Eye. Why, you may ask? Well, how about this? A .423 career on-base percentage, 15th highest in Major League Baseball history, including an American League best 128 walks in 1929. Behind 0-2, and this is a fly ball to right field. Bishop flies out. That is out number 2. So Bishop retired, now bringing up Sammy Hale. Hale, the third baseman, 0-1, goes the other way, base hit right field. They'll send the runner to third here. And now the right fielder bobbles it. Gibson couldn't get a handle on it. Hale to second. Simmons to third. Costly mistake there by Kirk Gibson. He was trying to come up throwing, but during that exchange lost the baseball, had to go track it down. Lucky that Simmons didn't score. Hale to second on that base hit. And now the A's are threatening. 2 runners in scoring position. Homer Suma at the plate with 2 on and 2 out. First pitch from Morris, and they'll put him on intentionally, and that will load the bases. So they're going to go for the force play here with 2 out. And a wise decision now is it puts the bat in the hands of lefty Grove. Grove will hit with the bases loaded and 2 out. Try to help out his own cause. Jack Morris, payoff pitch on 3-2. Called strike 3. Morris gets the strikeout. A's leave him loaded. They do score 1 as we head to the 7th. 1984 Tigers on top, 4-2. Lefty go. Sorry. There we go. Dishnet is enjoying some Jack Morris throwback here. Why not? Brings you back, doesn't it? 1984 was the year. Lefty Grove on for an inning of work here. He's in the 7th. His pitch count still relatively low at 77. Rupert Jones will lead off for the 84 Tigers. They're up by 2. Payoff pitch on 3-2. Jones grounds this to short. 6-3 on your scorecard as Dykes makes the throw. Don Brookins, third baseman, hitting .312 in the tournament so far. Coming off a 2-hit and 1 double performance in a 5-3 victory against Pittsburgh, a Game 4 victory that sent the Tigers into round 2. The Carlton 32. Here's the 2-0 from Grove. Brookins flies this to right. Easy play. Catch is made by Suma. 2 down. And the pitcher, Jack Morris, who, as Dish says in chat, pitching to the score, getting in jams again. Not necessarily a 100% compliment to Jack Morris, but doing always just enough to get the victory. Morris goes down on strikes. Grove gets this K as we head to the 7th inning stretch. Bottom of the 7th, top of the A's order, Miller, Dykes, and Cochran. Big Miller in this 1929 season. We mentioned the .380 on-base percentage. But did you know that Bing Miller actually had a crucial base hit in that 1929 World Series? Came in Game 5 where Bing delivered with a walk-off double in the 9th to secure that World Series championship. The Athletics defeating the Cubs 4-1 in that 1929 World Series. Bing Miller with a 2-0 count against Jack Morris. High fly ball to the deepest part of the yard, and it is out of here. An absolute bomb from Bing. Miller has it back to now a 1-run ball game. Your eyes do not deceive you. That is 591 feet onto the football field, out of the States, out of their minds. They're going crazy in Philly. 118 miles an hour on the exit velocity, and we got a game in Philly. So the Miller home run makes it a one-run game. Jack Morris got absolutely bombed there. Jimmy Dykes at the plate in a one-run game. Grounds this to Lou Whitaker at second. There's one down. Oof. 591, that's a new record for me. Here comes Mickey Cochran now. A one-run game. 1-1 from Jack. Morris's pitch is popped into foul territory. Evans makes the catch, 2 down. Jimmy Fox, the man with a couple of nicknames. They call him Double X. They call him the Beast. Trying to master against Jack Morris. He'll take it outside for ball 4. So Fox will draw the 2-out walk on a full count offering. Setting the table for Al Simmons. Simmons hitting .520 so far in this tournament. 3-1 pitch to Simmons. He takes it outside for ball 4. Morris has now walked 5. Back-to-back base on balls. Max Bishop would love to get in on this walk train. Major League Baseball record holder in walks to hits ratio. Also, back in 1934, setting a Major League record with 8 walks in a doubleheader. Here's your 1-2 to Bishop. Bishop with a fly ball to right field, and this one will be out of here. 3-run jack. Max Bishop out of the park again. 6-4, Philly with the lead. Ball is going far tonight on Monday Night Baseball. Max Bishop. That one just had the distance. Bishop putting the A's back on top. 6-4. Jack Morris has now left the building. He is out. Willie Hernandez is in. Philly has a 6-4 lead. Just for a little perspective, by the way, 383 feet by that Max Bishop home run, still 200 feet shorter than that home run we saw. Willie Hernandez, the new pitcher. 3 saves for Willie in a 4-game sweep in round 1. This will be a non-save situation with the Tigers trailing by 2. So Willie Hernandez comes on in relief of Jack Morris. And here comes Sammy Hale. Want to take you back to April of 1917 when Sammy began his pro baseball career playing for the Reds of the Western Association. Less than a week after joining the Reds, Hale nearly killed in a Baltimore hotel by, of all things, an elevator. Story goes, elevator begins descending unexpectedly, and it crushed Hale between the wall and the top of the car. Hale apparently left hanging by his fingertips from the 5th floor landing there. He tore muscles in his left knee, his right leg below the knee, quote, so that the skin rested against the bone. There's a grisly recounting of what happened there. Hale would recover, playing in 116 games that season, mostly at shortstop, hitting 32 doubles that year with a .284 average. But Sammy Hale, you'll have to excuse Sammy if you spot him on the road in Detroit during the series if he decides to take the stairs instead of the elevator. Willie Hernandez pitching up against Sammy Hale. Hale will ground this to second. That will retire the side, but we got ourselves a whole new ball game. Philadelphia on top against Detroit. Your score, the Athletics 6 and the Tigers 4. Commando, that was April of 1917. We're in the top of the 8th. Detroit Tigers trailing by 2. They'll send Trammell, Whitaker, and Lemon to the plate against Lefty Grove. Grove from the windup as we begin the 8th. Alan Trammell flies this to right field. This has got a little bit of carry, but it's just short of the warning track. One down, bringing up Lou Whitaker. Whitaker having himself a game so far. His first home run of the tourney, of this 64, a 2-run home run. Lou Whitaker up against Lefty Grove. Whitaker right back up the middle. That's a base knock. Sweet Lou with a sweet hit, his second of the night. And now the Tigers have the game time run at the plate in the form of Chet Lemon. 2-1 to Chet. Lemon with a high fly ball. That one's deep, and that one is gone. We are tied in the 8th on a 2-run shot by Chet Lemon. Detroit on the road, getting a clutch base knock by Chet to tie it at 6 in the 8th. Boy, just from the sound of the bat, you knew that one was gone. 2-run shot off of Lefty Grove. We're tied at 6. And we've got an update from our drops. While Chet Lemon hits that game-tying home run, LB just pulled an 84 All-Star Chet Lemon card. Grove will remain in. Kirk Gibson now at the plate. 0-2 to Gibby from Grove. Fly ball to right field, shallow right. And making the grab is Suma. Two down, Lance Parrish. 2-1 pitch from Lefty Grove. Ground ball to third. And Hale is there. Side retired. 2 runs come in on the home run. A 2-run shot. We are tied as we hit the bottom of the 8th. Iggy Speed is here. What's up? We were able to hold off a little bit, extend the stream just for you to climb in. We're glad to have you in here, friends. We got 609 of you on hand right now. Willie Hernandez on for another inning of work. We can close the book officially on Jack Morris. 6 2/3 innings. 5 walks, 8 hits, 6 runs, 3 strikeouts, 3 home runs surrendered to Jimmy Fox, Bing Miller, and Max Bishop. Homer Suma will lead off against Willie Hernandez, the American League MVP and Cy Young winner of 1984. A leadoff single off of Hernandez. Suma is on first. We will get a pinch hitter, and this is George Burns. Not that George Burns. This is the Tioga George Burns. Whatever that one is. George Burns will pinch hit here with one on and nobody out in the eighth. First pitch to the pinch hitter. He promptly pops this one up on the infield. Who's going to get it? Will be the shortstop. Zuma back to first. Bing Miller now strides to the plate. A monster home run if you're just joining us. Bing Miller, a Monday Night Baseball record, 590 plus feet. 1-2 to Bing. Bing smacks this one into the gap in left center field. This one is going to the wall. It's going to be extra bases. They will hold the runner at third, and it's a stand-up double for Miller. Infield will play in on the grass with runners on second and third and just one out. Jimmy Dykes steps up to the plate. Dykes, who came up big in this 1929 World Series against the Chicago Cubs, hitting .421. Now a chance to deliver a go-ahead run. 0-1 to Dykes. Dykes, ground ball, shortstop. They will check the runner at third. Throw to first will be in time. There's two down. Now it's up to Mickey Cochran with two on and two out in the eighth. Tie ball game. Full count pitch. Cochran pops this one up. Two runners left in scoring position. We head to the ninth at Shibe Park. You're watching game one of this second round matchup of the 64 between the 1929 Philadelphia A's and the 1984 Detroit Tigers. We'll be back right after this. All right, we're back here. It's the top of the ninth, a tie ball game, 6-6 in game one, best of seven, second round series in the 64 between the 1929 A's and the 1984 Tigers. It is a call to the bullpen. Lefty Grove's night is over. He goes 8 innings, giving up 6 runs on 8 hits, no walks. He did strike out 4. New pitcher will be Bill Shores. So that vaunted pitcher's duel between Grove and Morris never materializes. It will be no decisions across the board for both Morris and for Grove. Errol Evans will lead off. We're in the ninth. Game one being played here at Shibe Park in Philadelphia. Leadoff man will fly to center field. Miller makes the catch on the run, one down. Rupert Jones hitless in 3 at-bats so far tonight. 1-1 to him. Jones will find a little bit of grass in left center field. It falls for a base hit. Rupert Jones with a base knock. And the Tigers are going to go to the bench. Sparky Anderson is going to bring in Johnny Grubb as a pinch hitter. Grubb will bat for Tom Brookins in the number 8 spot. Grubb, 1 hit in 2 at-bats, both pinch hit at-bats. So Grubb, .267 hitter in 1984, will pinch hit with 1 on and 1 out. 3-2 pitch. Fly ball, center field. This one will be caught. Miller makes the catch, and we'll get another pinch hitter here. Sparky Anderson emptying the bench right now. Dave Bergman pinch hitting in the 9 spot in the order. That means Willie Hernandez, his day will be over after 1 1/3 innings. Dave Bergman in 1984, after coming over from the San Francisco Giants, .273 hitter in 120 games. Go-ahead run stands on first. Bill Shores from the stretch. Bergman pops this one up. Foul territory. It will be caught. Hale makes the catch. A runner stranded. We head to the bottom of the ninth at Shibe Park with the Philadelphia A's coming to bat. Giggy Speed, we've been, it's been a little while. I started streaming on the OTP Developments channel last year. I don't know when exactly. Whenever Monday Night Baseball started. New pitcher for the Detroit Tigers here in the bottom of the ninth, and it's Aurelio Lopez. Lopez, 2.94 earned run average. He did have 14 saves in 1984, averaging about 2 innings an appearance. His job right now, hold the Athletics scoreless, send this one to extra innings. Jimmy Fox, your leadoff man, already with a home run and 2 RBI in this one. One of the all-time greats to lead off. Works the count full. Here's your 3-2 from Aurelio. Inside, ball 4. And Philly has the game-winning run on base. But this is a tough portion of the order. Al Simmons at the plate, and Max Bishop is on deck. Simmons hitting .520 in the 64. Has a base hit in 3 at-bats here tonight. 1-2 pitch, and this one is lined past the shortstop. It's a base hit. Fox took a turn around second, holds up, and now the game-winning run is in scoring position. Al Simmons with a clutch base knock just over the shortstop, Alan Trammell. And now the A's have 2 on, and the always dangerous Max Bishop at the plate. A chance to be the hero in game 1. Bottom of the ninth, tie ball game, 6-6. Lopez from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Bishop. Bishop, base hit, center field. Fox rounding third, heading for home. The throw past the catcher, and it's a walk-off in game 1. Philadelphia walks it off at Scheib. A's take down the Tigers 7-6. There we go. Philadelphia strikes first in the best-of-7 series. A's taking down the Tigers 7-6 in the bottom of the ninth.